Welcome to this lesson where we will continue the work on the design of our website. Today we're going to design the intro page for our website. So let's start doing it. So create new layer right here. Let's switch to rectangle tool, and first we are going to place that background image in. So for that we need to create this rectangle tool. The width will be 1600 pixels and the height for it will be 780 pixels. Press OK. Double click on this thumbnail and we'll change the background color to black, so 000. OK. Next thing is we need to place that image in. So file, place, go to our images, and the background for our intro section was this image. So let's press place. So first of all, make sure that the image right here is at least 100% of the width and the height of our rectangle. So look at information panel. The width is 1600 pixels and the height is 813. So it's okay. We can press enter. And now we need to clip this image to our rectangle, because as you see here, we have the images overflowing our rectangle and we don't want that. So we need to do is move it into place again. We can just select both these layers and align vertical and horizontal centers, and with this image selected, move your cursor in between both of these layers and hold Alt, and the cursor should change to this icon right here, and you just need to left click, and as you can see here, one more time, as you can see, it clips this image to this rectangle. And next thing is we want to bring down the opacity of our image to darken it. So with this image selected, press 5 on your keyboard to bring opacity down to 50%. We can select both of these layers, press Ctrl G to group them, and we'll name them Intro BG. And with this layer selected again, press G on your keyboard and we'll call this intro. In this intro map, first of all, let's place a guide right below our navigation, and in this intro map, create new layer. We'll place in the text, press T on your keyboard, switch to text tool, switch to Maven Pro. The font size will be 80 pixels and the color will be white, FFF. And what was the name of this made up person? It was Richard Johnson. Highlighted, copied, click somewhere here, paste it. I'll paste it in, but we need to turn all the letters to uppercase. So Control A, switch to characters panel and press all caps, which will turn it to uppercase letters. Press enter, switch to move tool, move it somewhere here, create new layer. Switch to text tool again. Now we'll use Lotto font. The font weight will be light and the font size for it will be 24 pixels. And the color will be this one right here. Now we're creating the subheading, which is this professional photographer right here. So change the color to this light gray. First of all, let's highlight this text from information sheet, click somewhere here, paste it, Control A to select entire text, characters panel, and we will increase letter spacing to 500 so it's spaced out. Press enter, press V on your keyboard, and let's select both of these headings and align them, align left edges. Now select this one, this text right here, nudge it right up against our main heading, which is name of this person, and we will move it. Let's zoom in. Yes, as you can see here, it's aligned, and move it by 20 pixels. So shift and arrow down key twice. 1, 2, 20 pixels. Let's select both of these. Control G to group them, and these will be intro headings. Enter. Now let's select ruler tool and measure 210 pixels. 210, and place a guide right here, and with these headings selected, move it right up against this guide. And now press Ctrl A on your keyboard to select entire document and press this align horizontal center. So our headings are horizontally centered on the page. Control D to deselect. Next thing is we can zoom in, place another guide just below this heading. We'll zoom in, place it right here, Control 1 to zoom out. And for the intro section, we will have a continue button with a nice icon. So first of all, let's create that icon real quick. Press Control N to create new document. Set its width and to 90 pixels and height to 50 pixels. Press OK. Double click right here. Let's change the background color, well, to this color right here. Create new layer. Switch to ellipse tool. Let's zoom in by holding Alt and using scroll wheel on our mouse. Press right here. The width will be 10 pixels, height will be 10 pixels as well. The color will be FFF or white. Let's move it right here. Control J to duplicate it and move it 1, 2, that's 20 pixels. Again, Control J, move it 20 pixels to the right. Control J, 20 pixels. And again, now let's again duplicate it, move it 20 pixels down and 20 pixels to the left. Again, Control J, move it here, and last. And this will be our continue button, so we can press Control 1 to zoom out to 100%. And let's hide this red background because we don't want that to be visible. And let's save it for the web. Select PNG24, press save, desktop, and save it within our images. This will be called continue btn. Save it. We can close this. I don't want to save it. Let's create another layer right here. Place another guide from this heading. Measure 230 pixels. 230. Whoops. 230. Place a guide. Zoom out. Let's place a text. It will be the same Lotto. The font weight will be regular, and the font size for our continue text will be 18 pixels, and the color will be this yellow color. So we can just copy this color code, paste it here, press OK, click somewhere here and write continue. As you can see, it doesn't look as it should, so press Control A to select all the letters. Bring it back to 0, uncheck this all caps icon. Press enter. Let's place in that button we just created. Continue button. And I want to reduce the size a bit. Maybe a bit more. Press enter. The width was somehow 70 pixels, and nudge it somewhere here. I think it looks good. Yeah, here. Select both of these layers. Press Control G on your keyboard and rename this group as continue. Whoops, sorry. Continue btn. Now nudge it right up against this guy right here, and again press Control A to select entire document. Press align horizontal center, so this button is centered on the page. Control D to deselect it, and let's place a guide at the bottom of our intro page. And now we can save it, and that will be it for this lesson. As you can see here, we have created our intro page. In the next lesson, we will continue the work on this design with creating about section. See you there.